To the food more bass than Boots Collins. You versus me, that's like Ali versus Foreman. God's act.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Tyler, and in today's video I have some Call of Duty Online gameplay for you guys. And before I go ahead and start today's story, I just wanted to say I have a little bit of an announcement for you guys. So if you've been watching my videos, you guys all know that I'm going to LA in a couple days, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. I'm actually leaving in 3 days from today when this video is being recorded. So for the next week after this video is up, you'll probably just be seeing nothing but vlogs on this channel, but I should be posting quite a bit of videos, because I'm sure there's going to be tons and tons of things for me to be able to vlog, considering the fact I'm going to be hanging out with just a bunch of my friends in a big house, so it should be really lit. But anyways, moving on to the story, today's video I wanted to tell you guys a little story about how I fought one of my teachers. But anyways, I believe this story takes place when I was in 7th grade, so that would make me around like 13 or 14 years old at the time of this. But how the whole thing happened was it was a Friday afternoon, and my friends and I were planning to go skateboarding after school. So me and all my friends would ride the bus to school in the morning and after school, and so since we wanted to go skateboarding like right after school, we were all just going to bring our skateboards, you know, meet up after school and get off at the same bus stop and just go skate around in our neighborhood. So the end of the school day goes around, you know, nothing ends up happening throughout the middle of the school day, and it's after school at this point, and we're all outside by the lines waiting for our buses to come. And my friends and I go all the way down to the end of the line down by like this little parking lot. It was like a small teacher parking lot. So we're standing down here waiting for our bus because we didn't see our bus in the line, and so we're sitting around just waiting for like 15-20 minutes. And at this point, pretty much all the other buses had gone except for ours. Ours hadn't even showed up yet. So since my friends and I were all bored of waiting and we had our skateboards, we decided we would just go ahead and start skating around in the little parking lot by where we were waiting. And so we started skating there and like hanging out around there, and then one of the teachers came and told us like, yeah, you can't skateboard over here because if you guys fall, you're on school property, so you have the potential to be able to sue the school and, you know, have a whole lawsuit and whatever. The whole spiel about skateboarding and why people don't want you to skate on their property pretty much. So then my friends and I get off our skateboards and we're just sitting here waiting again for like another 10 or 15 minutes, and the bus still hasn't showed up yet. So my friends and I make the decision that we were just gonna walk home at this point because we had our skateboards. We could get back home faster than the bus was even coming at that point, so there was no reason for us to wait. So my friends and I hopped on our skateboards and started skating across the street, and we got across the street and we're skating down the sidewalk, and that's when we have the same teacher yell at us and say, hey, come back over here. So me just like kind of listening to her, I went back over just to see what she had to say, because in my mind I think she thought we were just going to go skateboard again. So I went around and turned back, went back across the street and started talking to her. I was like, look, what's wrong? What are we doing? And she goes, I told you not to skateboard again on the school property, and she reached out and tried to grab my skateboard. And so she ends up grabbing onto one of the trucks of my skateboard, and I was just like, oh fuck no, like you are not taking my shit, what the fuck? And you know, I didn't actually say that to her, but I was just thinking that in my head at this point. So I end up pulling my skateboard back towards me and away from her, and she ends up continuing to hold on to it, so we're just kind of like tug-of-warring back and forth in the middle of the street. And then I just end up yelling at this teacher because I was just so fed up with her shit at this point. And so I end up yelling at her and calling her like a fuckface or some shit. I was like, look, fuck you, you fuckface bitch, give me my shit back. And I just yanked it hard as fuck. And like, she was pissing me off so much because she had no right to do that, considering the fact this is literally an hour after school had been let out. And she's sitting here yelling at me. She's like, oh, you're getting written up for calling me a fuckface, you can get written up for skipping school, all this kind of shit, and it made no sense at all. So I start yanking harder and harder on my shit trying to get my skateboard back, and she just starts screaming, get the principal, get the other teachers, and nobody else was doing anything because everybody clearly saw that she was in the wrong. So all the other people are just sitting around staring, just watching this whole shit go down, and I'm just like fed up at the point where I'm just cussing this bitch out like no mercy whatsoever. And like, some of the shit I said to this woman was really fucked up. Like, I wouldn't really say these kinds of things to people, but she had me heated to a point where it was like I didn't give a fuck about her or anything that she cared about. So after like 5 minutes of me fighting and arguing with this teacher, cussing her the fuck out, like just going off on her, the vice principal ends up coming around the corner into the parking lot and seeing, and he comes and runs over and breaks everything up between us. And so he takes me into the office, basically calls my parents, and they had to come and get me and take me home, and like all my friends just rode the bus home, and the whole thing was just fucking retarded. But at the end of the day, if I remember right, I think I got like 2 days of out of school suspension for the whole thing. It was really fucked up and it was really stupid, but I know now at this point point, that teacher doesn't even work there anymore. I think she got fired the year after that incident. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. You guys know I love you all. If you guys have a similar story to this one, which I doubt many of you guys do, but if you do, leave it down below in the comment section. I love reading those. But anyways, thanks again so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like down below. I'm out. Peace.
And I always got it private on me dancing. When she counting, think she got it at financing. Like, whoa, work that for all that money on the floor. Go on, take off all them clothes. Girl, you know that.